our top 5 teams heading into week 3. Start from the bottom, go to the top. I'll start with my 5. Number 5, the Los Angeles Chargers. A bit of a step back offensively, but still efficient. Very good defense, despite losing Khalil Mack early in that game. Still a really strong team, still really well coached, doing a lot with a little on offense. Want to cut down on the mishaps in that late stretch where a lot of fumbles happened, a lot of missed snaps, etc. But still, I think a top 5 team in football right now. So, yeah, the Chargers. Gerardo.
I got the Colts at number 5. I think the fact that they have yet to punt this season is pretty crazy. They beat a good Broncos team as well too. Tyler Warren, their tight end? Like, that's the second best tight end right now in the league. That dude's an absolute stud. That's him and Brock Bowers is Kelsey and Gronk reincarnated. Bowers is Kelsey, Warren is Gronk. Like, they are easily 1 and 2 in the league right now. That offense is so nice. I mean, Daniel Jones is starting to look like the first round pick that he was. And like this team was already built very successfully. They are very balanced offensively. I mean, the only thing you would still have a little bit is that defense, but they stepped up in big moments, and they also kind of won on a bullshit call on leverage. Because here's an interesting thing that when I was watching the Bill Simmons podcast, it's weird how leverage is a penalty that you call on field goals, but it's not a call that you make against the tush push, when it's literally the same thing. You are creating leverage in order to push somebody out of the way.
Don't gotta convince me. I've been wanting the tush push gone the second it showed up.
Because it's not football anymore. We're now just playing rugby. So I'm not understanding what rule are we applying, because the tush push based on leverage rules of the field goal is illegal, but somehow that's deemed legal. And then the Colts won kind of on a bullshit call that shouldn't either that call shouldn't exist or it should exist. Which one are we going with? And I kind of think it was a BS call for the Colts to kind of win and sneak a win in. But at the end of the day, they are 2-0. I love their offense. I think their offense is super balanced and well balanced. And the fact that Daniel Jones has 3 rushing touchdowns is kind of insane. I think they're going to run away with their division after those 2 games.
Yep, I think another quality win will put them in my top 5, but I don't have them there yet.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, I have the Green Bay Packers. Another big quality win for them on primetime against the Commanders. Kind of slow. Probably a slow death for them. Real gritty, but they got the job done. That just seems like a really sound football team. And they started to look like it. Micah Parsons seems to be a huge get for them. And yeah, they're 2-0. So, Gerardo.
Eagles are 4 for me. They have looked weird on offense, man. Like, Saquon Barkley is not really hitting it like that. AJ Brown is like, this dude doesn't exist. But like, they are just, I mean, and granted, I don't know what to make of the Cowboys either. Like, they barely won a game and they barely lost a game, like, so far. And so I don't know where I would rate this Eagle team. I mean, they're still the Super Bowl champs. They are still a very well-organized team. They're like the weirdest 2-0 team in this league right now, because it feels like they're 0-2 based on like what they've done. But I just need from the only thing that I would say from them is I need to see better offense out of them. You have all these superstars. You have a Heisman at wide receiver. You have like AJ Brown, the trade you made for all these trades and assets that you acquired. And it's like, I don't think that team can hang like point for point with somebody. Like,
well, they haven't needed to yet.
And that's the thing that and that's why they're in the top 5, is the fact that at the end of the day, if they're going to win ugly game, I'd rather win ugly than lose pretty.
Yep. And I have the Eagles at 3 for that. Just like I said, they're suffocating teams to death. And I still have faith that offense is going to come on eventually. Have we underrated the loss of Kellen Moore a little bit? Maybe. But they're number 3 for me. And I see that you have the Chargers at number 3.
Yeah, I mean, beating the Chiefs and then coming back and I mean, Justin Herbert's on MVP level this year. Like I'm with the Joe Burrow injury, I think it's his to lose at this point. Him and Josh Allen are probably 1 and 2 for me right now for MVP. And I'm thinking like based on another 3 touchdown performance for him or at least a multiple touchdown game for him. He's also made their wide
2
receiver look
touchdowns.
like he's
19
made
to 27, 242, 2 touchdowns.
and he's made
2
what
fumbles.
Johnson look like a stud out of nowhere this year. That
No,
dude went
kids in
from
Brazil think he's Megatron.
I mean, they still do. Like the dude is absolutely nice now. And the concern I had with the Chargers was outside of Lad McConkey, like who was their real wide receiver threat. Well, come to find out, it was a guy they had at the first round pick, and he actually looks nice now.
And
So
Keenan
I
Allen
like,
having a little bit of a renaissance.
and I know exactly that too. The only thing I'm concerned, Khalil Mack is going to be injured. He's going to be out for a couple. They also lost the Bosa. But Derwin James is still there, and Jim Harbaugh knows how to coach a really well
Yeah,
team.
a couple of those linebackers, I don't know their name off the top of my head, but they were running around the field all day.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Some studs
Number
out
0,
there.
I can't remember his name, but
Yeah, so I got the Chargers at 3.
my number 2, I have the Ravens. This is our first real big separation here on our list. But I know you said that you're not super impressed with their defense, but they did play the Buffalo Bills week 1. It's a tough matchup for anybody. And then week 2, I think they smothered the Browns mostly. That felt like a lot of garbage time for them. So I just think the Ravens are still a really complete football team. If you're gonna like point fingers at anything, it probably should be John Harbaugh. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Like, why isn't your defense performing as well as it should be? Is it a talent thing? Is it a coaching thing? Why aren't they up to snuff yet? But Lamar Jackson, Rashad Bateman, and Zay Flowers, like this offense can move and it is crushing people. Derrick Henry is still awesome. This team is going to win double-digit games. There's no sweat. They're going to be all right. I think that defense is going to come together eventually, and that's why they're at my number 2. I just feel super strong about them, even despite the 1-1 record, and despite maybe some of the weird defensive holes they've had. So yeah, I still think the AFC runs through Buffalo and Baltimore. If that pleads a hint at who's at my number 1, but that was a hint at who's your number 2.
Yep, Bills. I got the Bills dropping down from number 1 to number 2 for me. I mean, they are the best team. They are the best team in the AFC right now for me. I mean, they beat the Ravens. I had the Ravens, I believe, also because I had them 0-1, and they were still part of my top 5, I believe. And the Ravens, funny enough, they win a game and they're not in my top 5 this week because it's the Browns. I think the Browns are just really that terrible. I need them to win like that against a good team. And then I totally understand that. But the Bills are just, they're a super complete team. This is Josh Allen is, I mean, now with no Burrow and a down season for the Chiefs, man, this is the year for them to win the Super Bowl. This is the year for them.
Yes, it is. And that's why they're at my number 1. Best quarterback in the league. I mean, they don't have a lot of weapons, but they make it work. That rushing game is awesome with James Cook, had a day. And that defense is, they don't have a lot of star caliber names, but they kill people. Like, they just lock them up. No big deal. Sean McDermott kind of showing his offensive
I mean, Bosa
prowess.
made his presence felt against the Jets. So,
yeah.
And he was an upgrade over Von Miller.
And I've always been down on Sean McDermott. I've always felt like he's kind of screwed the pooch for his quarterback more often than not. The Chiefs are out of the way now for now. So this is the year to do it.
Yeah,
so
you need to stack as many W's as you can. Right now, when Joe Burrow's out for as long as he is, and the Chiefs are starting 0-2, and the fact that you put it this way, the 3 biggest threats to them all either eliminated themselves or they eliminated them. The Chiefs are 0-2. They beat the Ravens already, and Joe Burrow's out for literally almost the whole year. You are your own biggest problem. And I think that the Bills are not going to lose to themselves. I think they lose to those guys, and I think winning against Lamar to start things off is a good sign for what's to come for the Bills.
And you're number one.
Packers. I think you put them in your top 5 last.
I think they were my 3.
Yep. And I'm gonna go with I think they're like their DB concerns gone for me. I think they're like that's a good defense. I mean, Rashawn Gary, Michael Parsons is a straight up stud. Reports too that the team was happy that Kenny Clark left. And it's addition by subtraction, kind of even with him gone, and then you bring in a guy like Michael Parsons. Like I think this team is going to be unbelievably good. The crazy stat that I told you, Brett Favre won his Super Bowl at 27 years old. Aaron Rodgers won his first Super Bowl at 27 years old. And so happens Jordan Love is 27 years old this year.
Bills and Packers in the Super Bowl?
Not a bad game. Not a bad look. I think 2 heritage teams in the league. But would be a pretty nice. I think that would have a great turnout. But yeah, I got the Packers number 1. I think they just look. I mean, the way that they beat the shit out of the Lions too, week 1, like says a lot. But also, it could be like the Bears are that fucking bad that the Lions beat them that much. But yeah, I got Packers number 1.